So as you start your rotation, this is a great time to check in with your physical body. How are you feeling this morning in your physical body? We want to start cranking up our GPS system, our proprioceptors also. I love that idea that we have our own inner GPS, and you can relate it. I love metaphors. That's how I learn that's how I learn, by metaphorically connecting things. We have our GPS. I know when I go in my car and I'm going somewhere and I don't know where I'm going, I put that GPS and I really take advantage of it. So it's the same thing. Let's turn on your GPS so you know how to navigate this body, this form in space. That's what the GPS is. It's finding our way. And a good way to do that is to start to move. And we're going to also, activate our hands and our feet and our lips, which are the three sites of proprioception activity. It's an area of the body that does get dull. And as we get older, we lose that sensitivity. When you see babies, they flare, they're moving their arm. They don't know where they are in space, and we swaddle them. That's why we do that. We swaddle them so they don't hurt themselves. They don't punch themselves in the eye. And then as they start to become more aware of their environment, they're not flaring so much. And then they start to crawl, and then they start to stand, and then they start to walk. And that's activating their proprioceptors. And then we continue to age and they start to get a little dull, especially if you have a lot of pain in your body, especially if you're stagnant in your body, you're going to desensitize those proprioceptors. So that's what we're waking up. We're waking up our system by this little movement of rotation, getting the body warmed up for your day. You don't want to start your day stiff. We don't want to be dry and stiff. You have to circulate, we have to move, and we have to move in ways that are not damaging the body. So this is a practice what I love, because it's not damaging the body. It's all about restoring the body. And then, as you're feeling better, you can do some more activity, maybe do some more, more physical, maybe aerobic activity. But this time of year is really about not doing heavy weightlifting or doing a really high intense aerobic. This is not the time to do that. You can do that when the weather gets a little bit warmer. Right now, you want to rest, and smoothly and gently repair your body this time of year. Get that, cortisol down, get that balance out. You want to balance out your body. It's the water season, it's the water element, and a lot of the movements will be more flow. Water flows. Stand like a mountain, flow like a river, and move like the wind. So as we start to get our body a little bit warmer, let's come right into our standing posture. For this season is standing in a river. So again, you root down through the legs, kind of grip your feet like they're suction cups into, if you're in a lake or an ocean, you're gripping down into that part of the, maybe the stones or the sand, and really activate those inner thighs by pressing your feet away from each other, lifting the core up, tuck in the tailbone slightly, find your right tilt, not too far in, not too far back. And as you're rooting down, now we're also lengthening it from the base of the spine through that crown of the head. Humans separate heaven and earth. We live between these two environments. And then we're pressing the hands away from each other, like there's water rushing through you, like you're standing in an ocean. If you're stiff, it's going to knock you over. So we flow like the river. We're feeling that water just moving through the fingers and moving through our body, metaphorically thinking of washing away any pain, anything that is feeling gripping in your body. You want to release the grip, and let that water just wash through you, metaphorically thinking about releasing, flowing. The word is flow for this time of year. Now we're going to release the palms of the hands facing the earth. We again grip like the feet and reach up and grab some of that earth energy. It's around every element. The earth has an energy, the sun has an energy, the moon, the stars, the trees, everything has energy. We are energy. Palms of the hands face up. We're activating what's around us, what's above us. And then we slowly come to a turn, moving in one direction, softening your eyes. Real important to soften the eyes, lift the corners of the mouth up into that inner smile, and start to feel the joy of life, the joy of being here. lifting up, looking up at the sky. This is a really nice practice to do outside. If you're ever feeling blue, go outside and do this. Bundle up if it's cold, and just welcome your day, welcome your environment. Just simply doing this, connecting to that energy of nature. This is why there's so many issues with people. We don't get enough nature tapping into. We're in our houses too much, behind a computer too much. Let's bow to Mother Earth, thank her for holding us up. She's what holds us up. She's our anchor. And then we'll do some rotations here with the neck, getting the neck starting to move, because it tends to be very tight, the neck. And we're in, this is our base of support, standing. And then from here, then we can start acting bringing some movement in. We're going to go right into shaking the 9 gates. Now, I like to lift my arms up. You don't have to, you can keep them down if you want. But if you're feeling especially a little bit more anxiousness in your body, release it this way. So remember, anxiousness energy is moving through me. It's not sticking to you. You don't each, we do healing sounds, vibrational sounds. Everything's about vibration, and vibration's really good. This is a great way to wake up the vibration in your system. It's called rebounding. It helps to start moving the organs, and it just feels good. It wakes you up too. It's a great way to wake up. It's a great way to move if you feel stagnant, if you're sitting too long. It's good to move if you're feeling especially stressed out, anxious. Don't sit, move it out, and then think about this emotionality is moving through me. This experience is just moving through me right now, and it'll clear you up. So stagnation is not our friend. Stagnation is not our friend. We want to keep the system moving. Now I'm jumping up and down to my heels a little bit because I'm activating my ball. The ball mount of my foot is the kidney meridian, and the heel is the bladder meridian. And we're activating those 2 meridians that are front and center for the season. The kidneys are your battery pack. We have to start reserving our energy in that battery pack. So we have that energy that we're going to need for the springtime. So when we start when we start seeding and start growing, we need some more energy. It's going to be really hard to have a good spring if you don't prepare yourself in the winter. Be like the bear. The bear is our animal spirit for this season, because the bear represents hibernation and reserving. And that's what animals do. That's why they go into hibernation. They go there to gather. They've gathered their food, and they're trying to keep their energy reserved for the springtime when they have to go out and gather, hunt and gather. So let's use our purging breath here. Inhaling through the nose and let it go. Inhaling through the nose, let it go. Inhaling through the nose, let it go, and then stop. Do you feel some activity, some tingling? Let's warm up the hands, like make fists with the hands. We inhale, squeezing the fists really, 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 really tight, coming up, and exhale, release down, and keep squeezing, keep squeezing. Inhaling up, exhaling out, keep squeezing, making fists with the hands. Inhaling up, the whole body's not tight, just the fist. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And when you're ready, exhaling down, and we'll do one more. Inhaling up, and then release the hands. They should be nice and pink. Make fists with the hands, open it up. It should go from white to pink. If it's not, you're not getting that reactivity, and you probably need to do a little bit more circulating. Let's do moving the arms, standing on a boat again with the feet, because we're always activating the kidneys and the bladder. And this isn't just for the winter. I mean, you always want to do this stuff all year round, especially for the kidneys and the bladder. But this time, every season has their focus, and these are the 2, the kidneys and the bladder. We're going to do monkey leaves from a tree to get some of that mucus off of our chest. Inhaling up, ha, exhaling out, 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 inhaling up, ha, exhaling out. Let's just tap here a little bit. If you're feeling any kind of congestion starting, just tap away, and don't let that fluid build up here. And we're also going to be tapping the face for sinuses. A lot of people have colds right now. So many people have COVID. It looks like a cold, but it's actually COVID, they're saying. But anyway, we're just releasing some of that mucus. We're going to do some healing sound. The healing sound for this time of year is chew, C-H-U-U. And we're going to try to ascend it up, because the kidneys, you always want to ascend up. You always want to activate the kidneys. We don't want to sedate the kidneys. So it's chew at the end. Chew. So let's rub the hands. Bring them to your kidneys. Let's massage the kidneys. Squeeze those elbows together. You're going to lean back just a little bit. And as you exhale, chew. And then again, inhaling, lean back. Chew. Inhaling. So it's a vibration. Chew. Inhaling. Chew. Back to center. Let's rotate the lower back a little bit, where the kidneys sit, where your adrenals sit. They're partners. Adrenals get pretty tired. That's another reason we have fatigue. So we want to really support our kidneys and our adrenals. We're going to do bear. Bear is our spirit animal. It represents the hibernation and gathering resources. So let's bring our right hand behind us. You're going to make a bear claw. Taking that bear claw, just press on where the lung meridian is. And then we're just going to soften the knees, and we just turn to your right. Turn to your right. And then you just reach that arm over to the side a little bit. We come back to center, switch arms, claw, press into the lung meridian, just turn to the left, and then you press out. So we're going to do this with sound. So we inhale, exhale, chew. Other side, inhale, chew. Inhaling, chew. Other side, chew. Inhale, nice deep breath in, chew. One more time, inhaling, chew. And then release. Let's gather here. Let's inhale, exhale, start some balancing out the system. This time, as we inhale, step your left foot out, lean back, exhale, fold forward, soft knees here, because this is your first forward fold. Bring the hands to your back of your legs, bladder meridian, slide up the bladder meridian, tap your kidneys a couple of times, slide down the bladder meridian, come on the inside of the kidney meridian, and step back in. Step over to your right, inhaling, exhaling, slide up the legs, tap the kidney several times, slide down the meridian, bladder meridian, come up your kidney meridian, and return back to center. One more time, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling up, knock on the kidneys as you inhale, and then exhaling down, inhaling up, and return back to center. So we're starting to get some movement in the meridian. Let's do a wash, meridian wash, up the arm, over the shoulder, and then out the inside, other side. So we're moving the flow of the meridians, moving the flow of the meridians. Remember, it's all about the flow, releasing toxins, getting this flow-like feeling through the system, and then return. Let's get some activity for the heart. Now, if you want a little bit more, you bend a little bit more. Try not to collapse in the knees when you're doing this. And you can continue with your purging breath, inhaling, exhaling out through the mouth, releasing your toxins, releasing any thing you don't want to hold on to, getting rid of the carbon dioxide, inhaling fresh oxygen in through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth, getting get your heart rate up a little bit. We're going to go right into throwing the ball, inhaling, exhaling out, inhaling, throw it 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 out. One more, inhaling, throw it out. Oh, gather, balance. One more time, inhaling, nice deep breath in, exhale, let's squat down, activate those thigh muscles, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, Inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's go from side to side. Let's start to work that area, going from side to side. Add a little step, little pep to your step. Can also add your arms to it if you want to. Pep in your step. You never want to lose the pep to your step. We never want to shuffle. Shuffling means you're not lifting your feet up, and that's how you trip. And it could be dangerous. So shuffling is an indication of decline, and we want to watch that. So I'm always looking for, okay, where am I declining? Let's lift our knees up and start activating our GPS system. I went to a yoga class, and I haven't been to a yoga studio since COVID. And it was a fairly easy class, but man, was I sore the next day. I mean, I do yoga on my own, but you know, I'm not doing probably more than I should be doing, a little bit more than what I'm doing. But so I realized, oh wow, there's the decline there. I see that decline. I feel that decline in my body. So we're always watching for that. And you don't notice it until you pay attention. Around the lips, and then let's cross over. Keep breathing. Heart rate might be up now. Lift those knees up. Shake it out. Cross over again. So we're getting that energy moving in many different directions. Let's come into our leaning over to the left. Little pebble in the hand. This is called holding the teacups. So we're moving our body many different directions because the body wants to do that. The energy of the body really loves directional movement because we're not used to moving in many different directions. Let's do both. We're very linear, especially as we get older. We forget to, when you're kids, you run and you're jumping. They have so much energy, but we can gather that again, maybe in that capacity. But they're flexible. Their joints aren't hurting. They've got a lot of juice. They have a lot of fluids. They have more fluids than we do, which keeps them very hydrated. Let's separate the legs. Let's do swimming dragon and add this a little bit more movement of a figure eight. So this practice is about restoration. That's what this practice is about, restoration. So I love it so much. Because at this age, we need to restore what we have damaged. And I think most of us here have taken pretty good care of ourselves, and it shows up, And then release. Back to center. Check in with yourself. How's your breath? So I feel my heart beating. I definitely feel some moisture in my mouth. Pink. My hands are pink. My feet are warm. So we're regulating our temperature, which is important, adapting to this cold weather. Anytime you get chilled to the bone, and the bones are also front and center of the season, that chill to the bone, move for sure, or take maybe a warm bath. Let's open up our spine. Snake rises from the grass. We start to slide back. You're shifting into the heels because you're coming down, arching the back. Then drop the head round the spine, drop your arms, let them hang. And then as you slowly come up, you start moving forward on the ball mounts of the feet. So we're always keeping that movement of the feet to activate your bladder and your kidneys. As we come up, we're going to exaggerate this a little bit more. Shift into the heels, bending those thighs, looking up, looking up, looking up. Drop your head, round the spine, drop your arms, and slide up the inside of your kidney meridian. Keep moving that meridian energy, coming down, shifting into the heels, activating your bladder. Slide up the inner kidneys, coming forward on the ball mounts, activating your kidney. Inhaling, shifting into the heels, activating your bladder. Shift now into the ball mounts of the feet, activating your kidneys. Now this time, we're going to bring our hands down the back, bladder meridian, right down into the heels. Cross, like you're dipping into water, and then you come up the kidneys, leaning forward on the ball mounts, kidney meridian. Let's do this again. Slide the hands down the bladder, down to the heel. Gather all the water and come up from the earth, activating your kidney meridian. and release. Noticing how you're feeling. Let's do some side stretching. Let's rotate the fingers. Let's spread, open up the wrist and the fingers. We have a lot of meridian points that begin and end at the fingers. The kidneys and the bladder, they're very long meridians. They start from the bottom to the top, to the top, to the bottom. And then we're going to press down, lift the fingers up, press forward, come up onto your toes, stretch here, lean over to the side, and then let's move the arms away, the palms of the hands away from each other, get a nice side stretch here. And then we'll do it again. Press down, up, press forward, up onto the toes, over to the other side, pressing the palms away from each other. Let's see what time. And then release. Let's do one more. Side bends are really important. I was talking about the rib cage. You want to open up the side of your ribs as well, so you can get that full deep diaphragm breathing, pressing the palms of the hands away. And then again, keep breathing, focusing on your breath as it enters and exits out. Press away, creating some space. And then let's separate heaven and earth a couple of times. Stretching, rooting down through the legs, stretching up from the base of the spine through the crown of the head. And then we'll release. Let's gather again. And let go. Let's work on some tapping. Bone tapping, really good for bone density. Our bones, tapping helps to stimulate the bones. It also stimulates your meridians. So I love tapping. It's such a great thing to do for so many different systems in the body. Let's tap around the eyes. Again, lots of meridians here. Really good. Where we have our bladder meridian starts from the corner of the eye. So if you're having some congestion, press the corner of your eye and then come to your eyebrow. That's the bladder meridian, and you can just follow along the eyebrow down to the orbit of the eye, which is your stomach meridian. Move the jaw around. Your vagus nerve is in the jaw. It wanders down into the jaw. So move that around. Move your mouth around. The throat, vagus nerve again. Also good to have a nice moist larynx. So you don't talk like that. You want to keep that moist. And then we start tapping the kidney meridian right underneath that clavicle bone. And I need to plug my battery pack, so I don't lose contact like I did one time. Thymus gland, sternum, flat bone. Sternum's a flat bone. Flat bones produce white blood cells. What do white blood cells do? They help fight infections. So we're stimulating that bone tapping again. We're also stimulating the thymus gland. I think it sits behind the sternum. And so we're activating that gland as well. We're going to tap over to the lung meridian. We tap down, nice cupping right down the inside of the arm for your lung meridian. Come up the arm, bladder meridian, large intestine meridian to the back of the shoulder, side of the neck, over to the other side of the nose. And then we go around the tissue, breast tissue, lymph nodes, under the armpit, lymph nodes, heart meridian, down the side of the body. And then we'll tap the other side. So let's tap the sternum again. Let's tap. Go ahead, Oliver. Steve, I think he has to go out. And then we'll tap down the inside of the arm again. If you're cold, this is another great thing to do. You're cold. If you can't get the chill out of your body, then, I forgot to go over the neck and then over to the other side. And now we go around the breast tissue. Lymph nodes. We need the lymph nodes to either, like Pac-Man, they eat the bad pathogens that are going to enter. We got to do this stuff, because if we don't improve our immune system, get it really strong, if a pathogen does come in, you want to be able to fight it off. So your first line of defense is your skin. It's your cellophane around your body protects you, but you want to keep that skin nice and moist and plump and pink. And then you activate your meridian lines, and then you activate your cells and your bones. and then you're going to be good to go. You're going to be able to fight things off. Let's jump up and down 10 times on the heels. Again, release some stickiness, stagnation. Remember, stagnation is not our friend. It's not our friend. We want to get things moving, coming inside. And then again, to the outside, gallbladder meridian, knee, stomach 36, right outside the knee, all the way down, up the front. And then from right to left, go around your digestive system. Also your vagus nerve. So we're activating so much here. And then hold. Let's elevate this energy up. Let's bring it back down to the earth. Gather up. Reach up for the day. Down. And reach up for the day. And release. Take a moment. Let's open up the flow. So hopefully we've released, let go, created some openings in your system in that chi hose. Let's gather again before we go into the flow. And now we flow. Now we turn on the juice. Now we turn on the hose. We start by rocking on a boat. So it's always foot, waist, and arms when we're doing Tai Chi movements. But we're just going to start to activate the legs. Soft knees. You're rocking forward on the ball mounts. You shift into the heels. You rock forward on the ball mounts. You shift into the heels. Now let's add a little bit. Foot, which is the ball mounts, waist, which is a little bit of a back bend, and then the arms. We shift into the heels, that's the foot. We tuck in, which is the waist, arms come together. So your clavicle bones come together here. As you inhale, foot, waist, and arms, your scapulas are moving together, opening up the front of the body. As you shift into the heels and tuck, bringing the palms of the hands, back of the hands together, you're opening up the back of your shoulder blades and contracting, the clavicle bones are meeting. So again, we're opening up the front of the body, shifting forward, activating the kidney meridian, shifting back, activating your bladder meridian. So there's a lot going on here in this standing on a boat now. We're activating our meridian lines, the bladder and the kidneys. We're starting to release some fluids through the system, unimpeded, no stagnation, no congestion. So we can get that fluid that we need for the body, for the spinal cord fluid, the cerebral fluid, your lymphatic fluids, the blood moving. Now this time, as we inhale, we're going to inhale and open up the flow. So we inhale, shift into the heels, bring it down. Inhale, shift forward, feet, waist, and arms. Shift back, feet, waist, and arms. Inhaling, shift forward, feet, waist, and arms. Shift back, feet, waist, and arms. Now slow it down a little bit. Start to feel some tingling in the fingertips. Start to feel your heart beating as you shift back. Soft knees, forward on the ball mounts, lifting up, feet, waist, and arms. Feet, waist, and arms. Continue at your own pace and really feel the energy moving through you. We stimulated the energy. The systems are go. Now really come into attune into this relaxation, this flow-like feeling, like a wave moving in and that wave moving out. Breathing in, fulling that diaphragm, exhaling out, full deep breaths. And now we're going to do some water regulation. Let's bring our right arm behind us. Your left arm is out to the side. We're going to push the water away to the side and then cross over. Gather. You can watch your hands as you're doing this. Cross over. Gather, cross over, gather, cross over. So we're shifting from one side to the other in one continuous movement. Cross over. Follow the hand. It helps to find some focus. Crossing over. Let's slow it down. Gather. Look at that, the hand, soft eyes. cross over, gather, cross over. Look at the hands, gather, cross over. Let's do the other side. Gather, cross over, gather, cross over. Use your vision, soft eyes, no strain on the eyes, just gather. Maybe feeling the energy moving through your fingers or crossing over. Gather, cross over, gather, cross over, gather, and cross over. Bring your hands together as you inhale, feeling the expansion of your body. Lean forward on the ball mounts again. Shift into the heels and compress the air out. Inhaling, filling up your vessel with this oxygen, this rich oxygen. Exhale, shift back and let it go. Exhale out. Feeling that diaphragm expand as you inhale. Feeling the diaphragm contract as you exhale. Feeling the diaphragm expand as you inhale. Feeling the diaphragm contract as you exhale. Let's take this energy ball. We're going to shift our body over to the left, twist to the left, and then reach for the moon. Embrace the moon, embrace the sun. We come back to center. We shift over to the right, embrace the sun, shift back to center, embrace the moon, come back to center, embrace the sun, come back to center, embrace the earth, embrace the sky, and return back to center. Embrace the earth, embrace the sky, come back to center, embrace the earth, embrace the sky, and return to center. Let's gather here. Balance out the system. We shift to the right. We cross our left ankle. Backs of the hands and the fingers come together. Bring it in, or you can also do this if that doesn't feel good. We're crossing over, linking up all our systems. All our applications for your day that you need are open. You're clear, relaxed, stimulated, circulated. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. We'll unwind and then we shift to the other side, cross the legs, uncross the arms, or you can also do the fingers this way. Nice deep breaths, still keeping that idea of filling your diaphragm, contracting the diaphragm, breathing fully and deeply, activating that vagus nerve, stimulating your digestive system. And then unwind. We gather all this energy again. And then bringing one hand to the back of your head, one to the forehead. You can repeat to yourself, maybe, I am calmness is running through me. Calmness is running through me. Calmness is running through me. Whatever you want to run through you. Bringing that hand from the back of the head to the heart, maybe, what do you need to run? Maybe love runs through me. Love runs through me. Love runs through me. Bringing the hand to the belly, both hands to the belly. Maybe gratefulness runs through you. Gratefulness runs through me. Gratefulness runs through me. And then I move like the bamboo in the wind, letting go, Releasing anything that doesn't serve me, letting it run through me, connecting to the earth and the sky and the moon and the stars, nature and animals, humans, letting go, flowing like a river, feeling that deep peace, that deep water, where it's clear and it's quiet and it's still. Find your stillness. Let's gather again. Bring the palms of the hands together, creating that balance of your body, your mind, your spirit, your energy. Open up your bloom. Today, I invite into my life. What do you need for your day? Set that intention. Hold it dear to your heart. Close your bloom. Protect that inner source, your light source, so it doesn't get dull or die out. Returning to your practice as often as you can. And then return to sitting, to feel the stillness, to feel that, notice you have a tremendous amount of energy to maintain your day.